Friend of the channel, Jesus, aka the body language guy, aka the royal rogue, is getting a cease and desist from Meghan and Harry over artificial intelligence images? You know we had to get Christopher Melcher's insight on this. Welcome to Not Popcorn Planet. I don't have a name for this channel yet, so apologies, but I want to give you content. I just can't hold back. We got so much to talk about, and I'm so honored because Christopher Melcher, attorney of LA, big celebrity friend, is here, and I'm so excited to get your insight, Chris. Welcome back to the show, and welcome to the new channel. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it's great to see the coverage.
The universe is expanding. All right, well, look, let's get to this because I know you're on a quick time. I want to thank you for giving us the time. I wanted to get insight on this because Royal Rogue is another channel that covers Harry and Meghan. And he posted a video the other day, and I wanted to show support. And I wanted to get legal thoughts because this is something I've considered too. For those of you who haven't seen it, go check out Royal Rogue. I want to promote him, and I support him. And hopefully, Jesus, let's collab more often now that I got this channel. Hopefully we can do it. Be fun to have some dialogues. But in this video, he reveals that his AI images... well, I guess let me start. He suspects he's on a list. Now, again, we'll see. He suspects he's on a list of creators that Meghan and Markle are aware of and frustrated by and trying to figure out how can we do something to stop harassment is what they claim any criticism is. And what he's hearing is that it's actually about his AI imagery. He creates a lot of memes using Midjourney, an artificial intelligence app. He's getting really good at it. I've been looking into it, but he's blowing me away. But I'm massively impressed. He creates these memes, Christopher. This looks like it's a Dior ad from Meghan Markle for Sausage, the new stench. And yeah, he's been doing this in his videos, sharing memes. And I guess he's very clear when he posts them, right? This is artificial intelligence, but then other people run with it and then don't attribute it the way he does. He's very careful in the way he reports. But he's now hearing that Meghan and Harry are considering legal action based on using this as the excuse. Like maybe we could shut him down by going through his AI work because that's illegal, right? And I'm curious because this is now a very big thing that's happening. These images are wild. They blow my mind how good they're getting. What are your thoughts on this? Could they have a case against Jesus? Should we be more careful in what we're posting regarding artificial intelligence? Or are Meghan and Harry just doing more? I'm curious your take on this. Go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting because it's, obviously cutting edge technology, totally changing things for artistic expression. And but in the United States, we have strong First Amendment protection for free speech, and free speech would include parody. And so we're allowed to make fun of public figures. And these are public figures. They put themselves out there and extensively in the public limelight. And when you do that, the price that you pay for celebrity is that you can be made fun of. And so in the United States, there's absolute protection for parody. Now, in other places like England, it may not be that case because they don't have the First Amendment. They don't have free speech protection there. When it's ironic when Harry was complaining about the British press, and I understand, his beef with them, but he goes to America, he goes to Santa Barbara, to have some kind of freedom from the press, which is ridiculous because here we have free speech rights. We have the strongest protections for the press maybe anywhere in the world. So he is subject and Meghan is subject to being made fun of and having images created about them. Royal Rogue is not using these images for commercial purposes. He's not trying to sell a product with them.
Yeah, sorry, keep going. I was just playing because I wanted to show you a couple more images. But yeah, but could you argue, well, he's doing it on YouTube, therefore that's monetizing? Is that a way to sort of, is that commercial purposes?
So we don't go that direct with it. There is fair use. So in order for, if he essentially has a comedy show, for example, and he can go ahead and create memes. People have been doing this forever.
Yeah. And using Photoshop before artificial intelligence, if we're being honest, still tricking people.
This tool just accelerates the process of artistic expression. So he can do comedy and he can use their images for comedic purposes as long as it's clear that he's doing that. The same way for news, News uses videos and images that are otherwise protected, but if it's for purposes of showing the news, you can do that. So there's a fair use exception. It has to be, though, again, clearly for parody. So somebody looking at this would understand that they're making fun of it. Now, so he has to be careful with that, but he should have a strong First Amendment protection in the United States. Other places, who knows what those laws are. Harry has sued in England.
They've sued a lot. I mean, would you, given, I know you don't follow them as much and you try to be more neutral in all of this, but they sue a lot. I mean, did you think it is likely that they have people and they're like, well, let's send that cease and desist, as if that could actually do damage? And could it? I mean, if I were to get a cease and desist, if Jesus gets one, can we just put it in the paper shredder? What would be your advice if one of us got one based on these accusations?
So, I mean, basically, like I say, in the United States, we have strong protections under the First Amendment for parody. And as long as it's clear that this is for parody, that we're not doing it for commercial purposes, we should be okay. Now, the problem is that there's worldwide reach to these things. So if he is able to sue in England under their laws, then the outcome may be wildly different than it is in the United States. So these are things to concern about as a content creator. The United States Supreme Court in this session had restricted a little bit on the parody thing, where there was a company that created a dog treat that was based on a Jack Daniels logo. And so they were saying like, hey, we're just making fun of it. It's clear we're not Jack Daniels. We're not using their copyrights for commercial purposes. But, the court has restricted things like that because they are selling a product. Here, anyone looking at this would understand that he's creating parody. He's making fun of. He's trying to get people to laugh, that no one would understand these are actual images. So as long as the context is clear, then he should be fine. We know there's no Sausage cologne.
I like how you say it. But yeah, I mean, it's true. As long as it's a laugh and it's not like, actually, look, we have new imagery coming in of them and he's using AI to make false claims, then clearly that'd be bad news. Yeah,
like Dior can't do that. Dior can't use her image for without paying her and her consent. But here it's clear we're making fun of this and it is funny. I mean, anyone looking at it would understand this is a joke and I'm laughing and it's like, and I understand if you're Meghan, then she would say, well, it's at her expense and she's upset about it. But again, she's the one who put herself out there in the limelight and has profited greatly from her persona. So the price that you pay for that is that people can make fun of you, at least in the United States.
Well, I have so many more questions for you, but I'm going to save them. And if you guys want to hear those questions, we're going to get more legal analysis on what Meghan and Harry can do. How about that divorce? How complicated would that be? I want you to noodle on that one, Christopher. Could these two get divorced? If you want to hear this and so much more, make sure you subscribe here to this new channel. We got so much more we can talk about here. Free game now for everything, longer form conversations, etc. So leave a comment. Let me know. What other questions would you want to ask, Chris, legally about the Harkles? I want to hear your thoughts. Always a pleasure, Christopher. We did a great video over on Popcorn Planet. We just launched Kevin Costner's messy divorce. Now you can learn about that. How great. The universe is expanding. We can cover the royals. Now I can cover other stuff. It's wonderful out here. If you want to expand your universe, also make sure you go follow Christopher Melcher over on Twitter, CA_divorce. I'll put the link in the description. Always a pleasure, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day. We got more coming soon. Hit the subscribe, hit the follow, and stay tuned for more here on soon to be titled Royal Popcorn Planet channel. Thanks, everybody.